GreatestTradingTools.com presents an S&P reversal forecast for the date of April 20th, 2009. Signals reflect the following. They're based on the S&P Mini Futures contract, front month. Times are in Eastern Standard Time or New York time. Signals are always provided in advance, but other signals may not be available until a later time and therefore not shown here. CFTC disclaimer: if you risk it, you can lose it. All information is provided for educational purposes only, and all rights are reserved. And of course, you can visit us at GreatestTradingTools.com to learn how we determine our signals and to also get a free report. As we start a new week, I want to talk about a little bit what's going on in the daily, although I'm looking at the S&P E-mini from an intraday basis. This is the chart we have from the daily time frame. You can see last week where we had forecasted the high and low that we see here. And the market did a pullback and did a resumption of trend. And you can see also that we have a reversal due today. And so I'm going to be looking for the market to do a change on Tuesday, whatever direction we set here. Now, what is not showing here is that technically there was a reversal on Friday. It's a weak reversal, but a reversal nonetheless. So this should be a high, and we should have some declining. So I'm expecting the market to do a pullback here today, and then resume the trend on Tuesday. However, you need to look at the market based on what's happening. If we get a higher high here than we did on Friday, or at least the same price level high, then likely we're going to have a decline. So if you're trading short term, if we get a high out of the market, then you may want to take profits. If we get a declining day, then Tuesday we should resume the trend and move higher. So look at what happens today in comparison to Friday's activity to make a judgment call. But as I mentioned, there is technically a reversal on Friday, and then we have one today. Now they're kind of close together, and the problem with reversals real close together is that you tend to get the consolidation. And typically what I like to do when I start to see multiple reversals close right next to one another is take profits and let the market form its consolidation, and then re-enter on a breakout or some other signal that's in line with the method whatever method you're using. But anyway, just be wary of today's activity if we get a high. For the intraday, which we're focusing on, the hourly chart, we've got a number of reversals here due today. Two in particular we're concerned with. One midday from 11:30 to 12:30, and one at the end of the day, the last hour. But we also have a target that I have the market coming down here near to 8:30 area. So this is a good point where it might likely come. However, before we get to that, we also do have some support from a channel line or trend line, and that would put us in around the 850 area, possibly a little higher. So this is the first point of support. If it declines, that I'm going to be looking at as a good buy opportunity. There is a target for this level in line with the trend line, but I also have a target a little lower, and if we see any weakness where it breaks this channel line or trend line, then 830 is the next target we want to be watchful of, and so keep that in mind. But the two reversals are in the mid part of the day and the end of the day. So the end of the day, of course, is not much going to mean much to you except for taking profits. The mid part of the day, so far, since that's the only thing I see, whatever trend we start off with in the morning, it's likely the market will continue moving in that direction. On the 10-minute, we have a number of reversals here in the 10-minute. We have one from 9:40 to 9:50. This is a weak reversal. We also have another weak reversal from 10:10 to 10:20. And then we've got another one right after it, from 10:20 to 10:30, and one after that from 10:30 to 10:40. Now sometimes when you have three together like this, you get a situation where you have the market moving, then you have a doji bar, then it continues, or that trend. But likely you're going to see some consolidation. But watch for if a doji bar forms. And if that's the case and the last reversal starts moving beyond the doji, a high or low, then you want to be in the likely you want to be in the market trading in the direction that it's currently moving. So you sometimes get this consolidation where the market will do something similar to what we see over here, where the market comes up, kind of closes at one level, then it opens up with a doji bar with a similar open and close, and then it starts moving. If it starts moving, then you want to take advantage of that move, particularly if it breaks the high or low of that doji bar. So be mindful of that if that's the case. But at this point, because it's the mid part of the day that we're looking at here, or the end of the morning area, consolidation it would be likely here. So you may just be looking at consolidation. We have one hit at 11 o'clock, so from 10:50 to 11 o'clock. These are all ending times, by the way, and so I'm giving you a range. And one from 11:50 to 12 o'clock, and then one from 12:40 to 12:50. Now, if you look at the times, we've got the 11:30 to 12:30 and 15:30 to 16:15 hourly times the reversals do. The first two reversals we have on the 10-minute, which are 9:40, 9:50 and 10:10 to 10:20. They're weak, but the market will likely do some type of change of direction or consolidate based on that. The one you want to be most concerned with is 11:50 to 12 o'clock, because that's in line with the hourly, and if it's the similar high or low as the hourly, then you want to pay attention and that you want to take advantage of. But from 12:20 to 12:30, 12:30 to 12:40, 10:50 to 11 o'clock, and then we have the 11:50 to 12 o'clock, which is in line with one of the hourly, and from 12:40 to 12:50. Now, other reversals will show up. We have quite a few, so likely today will be, or Monday's trading will be consolidated, so it may be a little challenging to get some anything out of it. The other thing about it is that likely it will be going against the overall current trend. So we have been in an uptrend, and likely it's going to decline into that and consolidate as well. And that's a little tougher to trade, so be mindful that it's not something that it's not for the novice. You want someone who you want to trade it if you're experienced. Otherwise, you may be better off avoiding today's activity or Monday's activity. And that basically sums up what we forecast for the 20th of April. And hope you do well, and thank you. GreatestTradingTools.com presents an S&P reversal forecast for the date of April 20th, 2009. Signals reflect the following. They're based on the S&P Mini Futures contract, front month. Times are in Eastern Standard Time, or New York time. Signals are always provided in advance, but other signals may not be available until a later time and therefore not shown here. CFTC disclaimer: if you risk it, you can lose it. All information is provided for educational purposes only, and all rights are reserved. And of course, you can visit us at GreatestTradingTools.com to learn how we determine our signals and to also get a free report.